Hi guys, Etsu here. Man, it's been a while, the last time I made a tier list. So, since I have played a lot of World PvP, I just wanted to share my experience. Um, yeah, things are kind of crazy. A lot has changed, buffed and nerfed all over again the last couple of months. And yeah, it's been a journey to say the least. And man, I still love the game. I think it's in a great spot, even though the balancing is quite interesting, kind of out of control. But man, I just still love it. It's so fun to play, and I enjoy world PvPing so much. So yeah, I just want to cover all DPS specs, how they feel in open world PvP, and yeah, what you can kind of expect maybe. At least from my experience, right? So starting off with Frost DK. Frost DK is decent. It has quite decent survivability. It has a lot of self heal, but again, it's so reliant on its burst. And if you counter it, if you CC it, if you disarm the burst, yeah, it's pretty much over for you. So I would say it's not too good. It can handle a lot of casters since it's a DK, but yeah, overall, I would even maybe say even C tier, to be honest. In open world PvP, you don't have much mobility, and yeah, you have no dash or anything like this, so you're kind of screwed in general, I would say. Yeah. Moving on with Unholy though, Unholy is way stronger since it has a range, right? You have 30-yard range, on 80% of your damage. So this is great. You don't need the huge uptime. You only need uptime for healing mostly. So you can kind of hide or use pillars as well. So I would say Unholy is very, very strong. Especially in terms of 1-on-1, it's very capable. But if you face 2 versus 1, you will struggle. But it's still a very decent spec. It has a lot of self heal and self sustain. Right now I play my I leveled at DK as well, and I'm playing it Sun Lane build, dot heavy. I played a kind of blood DK, very on high verse, and yeah, fully on self healing, and it's fun, but I don't deal damage at all. But yeah, I think it's a great spec. It's very solid in open world PvP. It is. Moving on with Devourer Demon Hunter. They are struggling, I think, in all PvP content right now, since the burst damage is just way too high right now for them. They can't survive. That's the main issue. They have decent damage, and they have great mobility, a very decent and nice toolkit in terms of CC, and it's a good spec overall, I would say. But yeah, it struggles survivability. A Sub Rogue, for example, you can't handle. I mean, most specs can't handle a Sub Rogue, but you can't even handle an Elemental Shaman. They can just damage through everything you have. So, or a Fire Mage, for example, they can just kill you, and you can't do anything about it. This might change with the next patch, with the self heal they will gain. But we will see. We will see. I think it's not too good right now. Honestly, it's kind of below. It's still above Frost, I would say, but it's struggling. It struggles. You can handle specs maybe, I don't know, you can handle too much, to be honest. Nope. I would say right now, as it is, in terms of open world PvP, it just struggles. You have in theory, you have very good sustain. The heal you have is very decent, to be honest. But yeah, you can't use it or make it work. Havoc, on the other hand, I think this is very underrated, especially in open world PvP. Man, having this mobility, but the self healing this spec has is it's insane. I think the only reason why this is maybe not S tier, maybe it is even S tier, to be honest. Like once you have like full gear and like high verse, like high versatility, man, you will be a little god, I think. Like the only thing that can stop you again, like, is a Assa Rogue or like something that can one-shot you. And yeah, since like the damage is quite high right now, like insanely high to be honest, this is the only reason why this spec kind of struggles right now. But man, the self-heat is it hasn't like been touched at all, and it's super strong. Like if you are very good at Havoc, man, you will like crash people, like multiple people, to be honest. Like in team fights, in open world team fights, you are legit one of the strongest specs. And also like in dueling 1-on-1, it's very decent. Honestly, like it's hard to kill. Like if you don't have, if you're not a Assa Rogue who can one-shot a demon hunter right now, you will kind of struggle. So I would say like it's very up here, like high A tier, I would say. Maybe an S tier, to be fair. Like you can argue, in my opinion. Moving on with balance. I think balance is a spec that is also kind of very underrated. You have to play it like very efficient, or I mean, it depends. Like you are very tanky. Like druids are super hard to kill in general. They're super tanky. You have like insanely like the best AoE damage, right? Like for battlegrounds, but like even in world PvP, if you like face multiple people and you dot all of them, you can ramp up very high and very strongly and kill a bunch of people. So it can be super fun. You have a mobility, you have very decent self heal as well. But like the single target burst damage isn't like too great, but it's good. It is good. But also like, yeah, I would say like every spec is struggling against a rogue, especially the Assa Rogue. But I think in open world PvP, man, you will have a great time playing a balanced druid right now. So it's very solid. Like it's A tier for sure. It can handle like most specs in 1-on-1. But it depends like on the terrain, like where you fight and so on. But it's an amazing spec. Feral Druid, I think like this is the first S tier spec. Honestly, like I know like a lot of people are saying like Feral is kind of weak in the arena as well, but to me, honestly, like I play a lot of specs right now and tested a lot of specs in the beta as well. But man, if you face a Feral Druid in open world PvP, you're kind of screwed. They're so hard to kill. Like the self heal is is so good. They're so tanky, and the damage is kind of absurd. Like they can deal in a certain window, like every 30 seconds. Man, the go is just too strong. I can't like, even as an like I main elemental or shaman in general, I main enhancement and elemental, I can't out heal the damage. It's not possible. Like I just die to a Feral Druid. They just eat me up. Yeah. I don't want to like rank tanks and healers right now, so I will just go purely over DPS specs. But yeah, tanks are like kind of busted in open world PvP, right? Where you're like, yeah, you can't kill them 1-on-1. But yeah, moving on, like Aug, I would say you have a cheesy one shot. It can be fun, but you will lose like the most 1-on-1s. Not sure. Like I would say it's not good in open world PvP. I think it can be fun, sure. Like I think every spec can be fun, but in terms of a tier list or like a viability, I think in comparison to all other specs, it isn't like too strong. Aug Evoker, though, I think they are, man, they can be so annoying. Melees will struggle against the spec. Man, very rough. Like I would say, like in terms of like caster 1-on-1s, you will struggle. Maybe depends. Maybe you can face mages or maybe shadow priests, but overall you will kind of struggle against range DPS. But you will eat up melees, I would say. So this is decent. It's a good high A tier spec. It's fun to play. very easy to play, and man, it's very decent. Like B tier or C tier, like these aren't like bad tiers, but I just put them all in comparison, and I would say like if I imagine myself facing or like throwing all specs in one huge arena, who will come out on top? So I think this is a decent spec. It is. Moving on with Hunters and Beastmaster. Honestly, like you can abuse like the range, right? So you can just send your pets in, like go on 40, 50 or 60 yard range and just kill your target. So it can be very decent in open world PvP. It can be very fun. You can move freely all the time, dealing damage while doing so. Pets will struggle from roots and so on in like bigger fights, but in 1-on-1, man, I don't like fighting them. Like if a BM hunter knows what he does, it's kind of annoying to deal with. So they're not too bad in my opinion. But are they like in the same tier here? I don't think so. No, they're not. Like they are lacking the, I wouldn't say even damage. Like the damage isn't too bad, but you can CC the pets quite easily. Like most specs have roots or some sort of like CC for them. So not sure. And like defensively, you are kind of okay in terms of duels, but like if you face two people, you will just die. So I would say like it's a solid spec. Honestly, it is. You can hate on me here, but I think it's a very decent spec. MM Hunter, man, yeah. I mean, it is just a open world PvP spec in my opinion. It's so strong. Like the extra range you have, like the explosive one-shot damage. Man, it's just a great spec for open world PvP. I would say like this is one of the best. Sure, it's squishy as well. Defensively, it's not too good. Self-heal is lacking, but before like someone gets to you, you will just finish them. And man, this is a great spec for open world PvP. I would say it's awesome. It is. Survival Hunter is a spec I would like to play. I mean, I just want to play so many specs right now. I don't have the time, sadly. But I will, like, at some point I will play it, but yeah, I have to wait. But it's decent. It is, like, it still has, like, the amazing damage, like, 1-on-1s are is what you're looking for. If it's like 2 versus 1, you are kind of screwed, but most specs are again. So this is a decent spec, to be honest. It's not too bad. But I don't think, they're not as as strong. Like I can't put them like in the same tier here. No, I cannot. It has to be here. Here, like in the middle right now. Moving on with mages, and mages are. I think they only struggle against like Purge right now. If they get Purge, they struggle a lot. But if you cannot Purge them, they are very, very tanky. Maybe like Arcane is the weakest, right? Like it's the same school. If you kick them, they don't like deal damage. They can't blink. They can't do anything. So I would say like Arcane is like the weakest. It has like very oppressive damage. It can like with Arcane Surge they can kill you, but you can CC or you can CC the go. Or I mean they also have to cast it, and this is like a big L on Arcane Mage. They have to cast the burst, and this is what screws them over. You could argue the same for Frost Mage, but they have like 2 charges, and they also have 2 charges of their shields, and this is making them so tanky, dude. With Frost Shield, man, like I hate facing Frost Mages. Like if I'm on my Shaman, I don't mind. Like I can purge them all day, so this is fine. But if I face like a Frost Mage as a warrior or a monk, for example, man, it's crazy. It's hard, tough times. So this is very decent. Frost Mage is very decent. It's A tier for sure. It is. Fire Mage, man, this is You don't have to cast at all. Like you can't be interrupted like Frost Mage can be. You can freely do whatever you want to. So this is a great overworld PvP spec. It's great. Honestly, it is just too good. The damage is quite high. Sure, you're like still like bound to this 1 minute cooldown window, but man, like it's only 1 minute as well. So, dude, this spec is a lot of fun. And it's so hard to deal with. It will kill you. It will, and it's very durable as well. So, I mean, it's kind of squishy, yes, but 101 with Invis twice and so on. Like, to me, Mage feels very tanky. Again, like if you can purge them, they are quite weak, but if you cannot, you will have a tough time. Moving on with Monk. Man, like this is I mained this spec for so many years now. It's kind of weird, like now that like it's so good and I don't play it. It feels kind of weird, yes. Man, it's just like the damage is just way too high for Windwalker Monk. They got nerfed this week as well. To put them like more in line with all other specs, but again, like the damage is just so explosive. It's so fun. But in terms of open world PvP, man, you will struggle a lot against roots. And dude, like facing a mage is not fun. You can't handle like Ferals 101. They will eat you up. Maybe right now it's different since you have like crazy burst, but man, you will lose to a lot of specs. And like very good hunters, you can't reach them. If they play very correctly with all their cooldowns and with a snare, you are just screwed. You can't you can't handle them. So in open world, like in arena, this would be like kind of S tier or A tier, right? But in open world PvP, you can one shot something, yes, but overall, you will. Since you have like this high damage and kind of good mobility, it's like either low A tier right now, but only because the damage is still insanely high. Otherwise, it would be like, if it hasn't like this damage, it would be maybe even here, to be honest. But now, right now as it is, I would say it's high B tier. What do we have up next here? Ret Pala. Man, Reds they are good, maybe a little bit too good. Like defensively, one of the best specs. Like right now, the best duelist in my opinion. It's so tough. It's so tanky, so durable. Like the Word of Glory heal is so good. It's so hard to kill them. Actually, it's crazy. And the burst damage or the damage at all, like in general, it's not that OP anymore, but it's still very oppressive. So this is, and it has like the range. Man, this is a tough spec to face 101. And dude, I think there's no like arguing about it. Like this is just one of the best specs in the game right now. It's so good. Especially again in open world PvP, you can face kind of everything. I think the only spec Red kind of struggles is Warlocks. They can just perma-CC you and like, especially for example Demo Lock. So you can't heal, like, I don't know if you can handle a Demo Lock. Like if the Demo Lock plays very well, you can't do anything, I think. But otherwise you you can face anything. Shadow is something I really enjoy. I think this was the second char, no, my third char I think, after my monk. I really enjoy Shadow. Sadly, it kind of struggles against like this high oppressive meta, like in terms of damage. The damage is just too high for this spec. But since they are nerfing the specs like over and over for the past 3 weeks, I think like this is the biggest buff to Shadow Priest. Like nerfing all the other specs right now, this is a very big buff to Shadow, and maybe it's falling under the radar. I think Shadow is very decent. It is. And with Shadow getting more gear, more haste and more versatility, I think this will become a problem maybe. So I think it's decent. Like again, you will struggle in open world PvP because you don't have mobility. Once like 2 melees are on you, you're kinda screwed. But with cooldowns, you can make things work since again, like you're still super tanky. Even though like the damage is so high, you are still kind of tanky. And I think this is something that, yeah, makes Shadow not too bad for open world PvP. You can handle a lot of specs 101. I would say most of them, for sure. But yeah, you will just kind of die against Feral, against DKs, against Havoc maybe even. Ret Pala is... yeah, it depends. Like, you are kind of tanky, I'm not gonna lie. Like, this is not a arena tier list or a battleground tier list. This is a open world PvP tier list, so Shadow's not too bad, to be honest. I would say it's like on the end of A tier, honestly. You can you can hate me, but like this is what I think. I think it's very decent in open world. It is. Man, now we are facing rogues, right? Dude. I want to start with Outlaw Rogue first. So they are buffing Outlaw Rogue over and over now, and I've faced quite a lot of Outlaw Rogues now, like the past week even, and man, they are super oppressive. I can't out heal them. Like as an like shaman, dude, I struggle hard. Like I have a hard time against Outlaw Rogues. Sometimes it's even easier to face a subtlety rogue. I mean, this sounds crazy, I know, but Outlaw Rogue, it is very decent. It is. It's very tanky. It has still like the rogue control, and like the consistent damage is nuts. But to be fair, like I only faced it as a shaman, so maybe they are like very strong against shamans, especially. They would struggle against mages for sure. They would struggle against unholies. No. I don't think like they will eat up DKs. I think they eat up DKs, but there are specs you will struggle against. So maybe it's like top of B tier. It's not like on the bottom for sure. Like it's very good. I think it's better than all the specs here. It is. Don't underestimate like Outlaw Rogue. It's very good. Assassination Rogue kind of the same. It's a you can like it's a very good like dual spec. You can deal with most specs 101, but in an open world it takes time. Like you can counter the burst quite easily. You can't really counter like the damage of Outlaw Rogue since it always deals high damage. And against a sub rogue, for example, man, you just like take half of your HP in like 2 seconds, right? So you can't really counter it. Sometimes it depends. And yeah, Assassination, like it needs like this little bit of a ramp time. And if you just like melee bubble, for example, the damn it, what's it called? Like the assassination burst. I don't recall the name right now. Yeah, they are kind of screwed. So no, they're not too good. But it's the rogue spec, and it can handle like most specs 1-on-1. It can, but like if you get like if someone else joins the fight, you are kind of screwed. Sub rogue, man, easy S tier. Like even after like getting nerfed so many times after the past couple of weeks, the spec is still so strong. It's so good. You can like handle like any spec in 1-on-1. Maybe even like Demologs, not sure. But I would say like Demologs are the best duelist spec in the game. But maybe like if you like offensively cloak just to burst them down, you could make it work somehow. Yeah. And since like Demolog like hasn't like this huge burst, you can stay alive like kind of long. Not sure. Like I would love to see like a duel between a like rank 1 rogue and a rank 1 Demolock. So, but still like Sabotage Rogue, it's just the goat spec right now. Still like even after getting nerfed so many times, the damage is so high. It's it's too good. And especially like working around the 16-second DR right now. This spec is shining. It is like even if you would nerf it like by 30% right now, it would still be very good. Only due to like the diminishing return stun window, it can like keep up. Moving on with our Shaman. I would say like in terms of open world PvP, Elemental isn't too weak. Like it can handle a bunch of specs 101, surprisingly. Like yes, maybe I haven't like faced every rank run player in the world, but honestly, like you have like very strong self heal, you have very great mobility. You die to rogues, yes. They just kill you in 3 seconds, but you die to like DKs, ferals, and rogues. This is what you like kind of always die to. Anything else you can handle. You could have a tough time against Hunter sometimes, but in general, Shaman is very like the main reason why Elemental is so strong is due to Nature's Guardian. So every like 30 seconds, you get a 60% max health heal once you drop below 30%. Like this is what makes Elemental so strong. So your survivability is super high. You have great like casted self heal as well. The damage is quite good. The burst damage is amazing, but yeah, outside of cooldowns, I think a lot of specs are struggling. Elemental is no exception here. No, it's a solid spec. Honestly, I would even say like it's on the end of A tier, or again like top of B tier. I will put it here. Maybe it's a bit biased, but I would say like Elemental is very underestimated. Enhancement though, man, this is a spec that like a lot of people struggle against. Honestly, like you can take on a lot of specs 101. The selfie is like so good. The damage on the on-demand damage every minute is so good. The toolkit, in my opinion, is amazing for Shaman. And again, you only like enhancement only struggles against rogues. That's it. Yes, they can like kind of out heal warlocks. They can out heal DKs, but you will like you're dying against Havocs, I would say, and rogues. That's it. Honestly, like maybe not on top of A tier, but it's up here. In my opinion, it is. Maybe here. Yeah, no, I think it's even better than Unholy. I think Unholy struggles more against certain specs compared to Enhancement. Maybe it's very biased, but yeah, I mean this is my tier list. This is my experience so far. I think Enhancement is so strong. It struggles against like multiple enemies, yes, but in terms of 101 and open world 101s, man, this spec it's so fun. It's so strong. Yeah, man, I'm talking too long. I know. Moving on to Warlocks. Dude, Warlocks they are so good in open world PP. The mobility they have is insane. Like the 6-second like sprint and slow immunity, it's so strong. Double gating, your normal teleport, so you have so much self heal. The huge shield still. Heavstones, man, this spec is like this class is in general so strong. Affliction might be the weakest in open world PP, yes. But man, it's still amazing. It's still so strong. Especially due to the PvP talent for Affliction Warlock. So if they channel Drain Life on you, you deal reduced damage to them. And this is what makes them insanely strong in 1-on-1 scenarios. Even stronger than maybe Destruction. Depends. But they can be super scary, especially like by getting like they got buffed so much, only because they struggle in the arena. But in Battlegrounds, like right now, they are, dude, the damage is so oppressive. I think they're kind of low-key overbuffed, only because they struggle in PvP, like in the arena, not PvP. Because they have to cast the burst, yes, they do. But in Battlegrounds or in like open world PvP, they don't like have like they don't struggle too much in that regard, because you don't face a healer most of the time. No one can kill a healer, but if you face a like DPS specs 1-1, man, Affliction is getting good. It is. Honestly, hate on me, but I would say honestly it is A tier. It is. It's so good. I would die like as an Elemental Shaman or as a Shadow Priest. I think I would die right now against the Affliction Lock. A Frost Mage would die against an Affliction Lock. A Balance maybe too. So this is very strong against like one of like the mid-tier specs. So high mid-tier specs. Demo Lock, man. Yes, it lacks mobility, and you kind of get like you struggle against maybe Unholy. This is the only spec that can actually kill you, in my opinion. But outside, like you are like the best duelist, in my opinion. It's so hard to kill. You have so much CC schools, you have stuns and fears and to coil, and dude, it's so hard to kill a Demolog. Man, it's insane. They are, in my opinion, S tier. Yes, if like two people like focus you, you will struggle. Again, most specs will do. So, but otherwise, like in 1-on-1s, open world 1-on-1s, I think no one can actually beat you. Kind of the same for Destruction Lock. Man, they have the damage, and Demlock has the control. But the control of Destruction Lock is still super awesome. So I would say they are like maybe they are even S tier. Not sure. No, I put them here. They struggle against like a few specs, but again, like for open world PvP, honestly, I mean, this is not a arena or battleground tier list. This is open world PvP, and man, I think Destro is massive. It's so strong. One of the strongest specs. You can like burst so many specs down easily and survive so much. No, it is S tier. It is. And lastly, we got Warriors. And Warriors, they got buffed quite a bit. So like the damage is decent. It is very good right now, I would say. It is oppressive. They can survive 1-on-1 very decently, even arms. So you can struggle. Like if you play a arms warrior very like efficient and like high defensively, dude, you will survive a long time, and you can just turn around so many duels. So this isn't too bad in my opinion. Like arms warrior isn't too bad. It's yes, it is kind of squishy, but I mean it's squishy in the arena since you like again in shuffle or you face two people, but in open world PP only face like if I think about like 1-on-1 as an arms warrior, yes, you can get kited against a lot of specs. This is like this is the only struggle, like the real struggle arms warrior has, is being kited. But outside of it, it's decent. But since you will get kited by mages or by like a lot of specs right now, even by red paladins, you are maybe at the bottom beat here. But you're, I think, better than those three. Yes, you are, even as an arms warrior. Fury maybe even a little bit stronger. You're even more durable. You have like more max HP and more leech. Blood First heals you as well quite nicely, so you have great sustain. You live a long time. The damage is great as well. Yeah, it's a decent spec for open world PvP, not gonna lie. Like, but again, you will struggle against rogues like everyone else. But you will struggle against like specs who can or that can like kind of kite you. And I think there are a bunch of people here, like a bunch of specs that can kite you. So I would put in Fury. Yeah, maybe here, like mid-tier, maybe even here. Survival isn't too great right now, to be honest. It's not. Yeah, maybe like this. Like this is like how I experience open world PvP right now. Ferals, marksmen, fire mages. These specs are just so OP. They are so good, and it's insane that so many specs are in S tier, right? But to me they are like the they just control the open world PvP right now. But Shaman is doing great, in my opinion. I think Shaman is nice. A few specs struggle, and yeah, these specs are. I mean, Frost Decay, you can't one-shot someone. Yes, you can. So, but you can get countered easily as well. So, yes, I think like all specs, like the whole balance right now overall is not too bad. Like it got better. Like it got way better the last 2 weeks, 2 to 3 weeks. So before that, man, it was kind of a crazy show. But now, as it is, I'm kind of happy. Like if everyone like has its 4-piece and like full Versa gear, things will shift again. Like even though like let's say we don't get changes at all anymore, like no balance changes, no class changes, I think things would still shift quite a lot, only by getting like max gear and getting max stats. So we will like right now melees are strong, maybe even stronger than ranges right now, but this will shift. I think like range DPS specs will take over later on, as it is. But we will see. Like this is what I experienced so far. Thanks for tuning in. Please feel free to share what you think, or like if I'm way off with something, please feel free to just share your opinion here. And man, thanks for your time, and see you next time. Bye bye.